So I had the mind of educating my children, but I was financially handicapped. A friend now introduced me to Toby Manuel. I saw the school. That was 2009. Then my two eldest children, they were ready for secondary school. So we admitted them immediately, gave them sandals, gave them socks, gave them bag, books, uniform, everything. I did not pay any kobo. Personally, my own income wouldn't be up to 5,000.
If I should make my calculation well, not even up to 15,000.
Strong Foundation Nursery and Primary School and Dreamers College are located in Obantoko, Abeokuta. These schools were established in 2009 on the philosophy that non-availability of funds should not deny children access to quality education. Free education is provided for this community and discounted fees for those who can afford it.
I have 7 children. Before I know it, my eldest daughter graduated. The second one finished. Now the third one is in SS1 and he has all the small ones in primary school. I finished my school certs when I lost my daddy. So I couldn't further. I waited for several years. Maybe I can get some sponsor. There's no way. If such school does not exist, my children wouldn't have gone to any school. Maybe I would have sent some of them to go and learn a trade because I cannot even afford to educate one.
Answer number 1 and any other 2. Obey instructions.
The category of parents that we assist their children are illiterate. Children that are orphans, because we have a mother babies home that come into our school free. Then we target those people that are artisans, paper sellers, hairdressers that could not afford paying fees in the regular and the common and popular private secondary and primary school around us.
With 50% of the children enrolled in the primary school and 20% of the secondary school students on full scholarship, the schools provide affordable education, reduce the rate of out-of-school children, curb child labor, provide the opportunity to break the cycle of poverty through better education, and add value to the society. Nigeria has more than 10.5 million out-of-school children, the highest number globally, primarily due to poverty and the rising cost of education. Over 60% of the population live below the poverty line and cannot afford basic social services, including education. Illiteracy is widespread and it propels a vicious cycle. Poor parents who lack formal education and marketable skills will most likely lack the means to sponsor their children to a fee-paying school. The associated costs of schooling, such as textbooks and uniforms, act as barriers to basic education for these families. When a family can barely feed and clothe, education takes a back seat.
I know I'm penniless, but still, we are still struggling continue.
Most government schools are in a lamentable state as infrastructure is dilapidated, teachers' benefits are neglected, and sometimes salaries are owed for months. Government expenditure on education is less than 25% of the annual fiscal budget against UNESCO requirements. This is the pathetic sight of some public schools across Nigeria. Is this not the breeding ground for thugs and vandals? Can any meaningful learning happen here? However, some states in Nigeria are giving hope with the reconstruction and renovation of school facilities, but the state of affairs is far, very far from absolute redemption. With access to education comes the promise of individual and collective greatness, innovation, and prosperity.
When I was in the university, God laid it upon my heart through a scripture that told us that we should feed the poor, we should clothe the naked, we should visit the widows. And I sat down with the scriptures and I brought out 4 major aspects of life, which is health, education, agriculture, and development. So under the education, we started Dreamers College in 2009, majorly for the poor, for the needy.
Ever since they attend that school, their mentality has changed. They don't see themselves as somebody stranded. They don't look at the future as if they cannot make it.
I will make it in life.
We confess positively.
I will make it in life.
Confessing what we want to see in the future. As many that desire, I want to become a doctor, I want to become a lawyer, we make them confess that every day during the assembly, there is power in our words.
When they look at other children that are messing around the society, they see themselves as if they are not part of those people and they segregate themselves.
We don't have any organization presently sponsoring any of the students, but out of the little that we can gather from others that are paying, we are using it to support those that are not paying in order to achieve the same aim and make Nigeria better and life better for those students.
What's the name of this shade? Bro, tell me the name of this shade.
Triangle.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Clap for her.
The school have been doing well in competitions whenever we go out in other schools, sporting competition, literary and debating. We have been coming first, second, or at least third. In our basic certificate examination, since we started Dreamers College, we have been having 100% pass in the examination. And in our senior secondary school certificates exam, we have been having between 80 and 100% pass. More than 70% of each of our students normally have admission into the higher institution, except those that are having constraints with finances or maybe 1 or 2 challenges in the family.
I see my son perform in literary and debating society, bringing gifts home. That this is what my reason. Academics improve very well. I can see changes. I don't even regret of taking him to Dreamers.
In those too, I was not paying the money for feeding. They just give me food. I will eat. That has also encouraged me to be a good student in order for me to move higher and higher in my education.
But the director said that it's going to allow us to be coming to school, that any little amount that my parents are having, that they should bring it to help the school.
Yes, we have acquired 1.5 hectares of land in a nearby environment, and then we are planning to develop and move there as soon as possible. We started an entrepreneurial school, which is called Creative Mind Entrepreneurial School, for every graduating students of our school. After the final examination, they are going to come for training for at least 3 months before they gain admission to the higher institution. We normally train them on beads making, on catering services, tailoring, shoemaking. Some of those students have been doing well in the higher institution, using the skills they have acquired in that school to assist themselves.
I believe my children that will become somebody in future.
I will become mother of doctor, lawyer, ambassadors, governor, senators, president.
Imagine what your life would be like if you could not read or write.